always my philosophy going way back was this idea that everything that we engage or come in contact with creates an experience. So for me, it's no different if one designs a bottle or a vase or a space or a garment. For me, it's all the same. So I'm Karim Rashid, and I'm half Egyptian, half English. Born in Cairo, raised in England and then Canada, although I studied in Italy. And I've been living in New York 30 years. And I started my own practice in New York around 92. I was very controversial because everybody thought I was just, how can I say, superficial. And a lot of people, when they think if you're about color, that's something superficial. You know? And I had a very hard time for many years. In fact, it took me very years to get some sort of respect in the design. We were doing this, I was working on this chair, and it's just a very simple idea. It's almost a sphere, and then you carve out, right? And but you need to carve out to the point where you've got the arm right in the right place. So we were working on that. We had a model in the office. I think it was made of polyurethane foam or something, and it was static, and we had feet on it. And from the model, when you sat in, the feet all broke off, and this happened. I said, "Oh, great!" I thought, let's just do that. It's one of those serendipitous things where you allow an accident to turn into a good result, you know, because it's comfortable. Cloth table is my favorite piece I've done with slide. I love that table very much. I use every day at home that I've used for years now since it came out, and that's the table. I think it's called Splash. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a very soft coffee table. I have that in my house. I have that in my other apartment, and I love that table too. Between shape, color, and material, probably the most important is human behavior before all of those. Meaning you think about how something works. From the function comes the form, and then probably secondly, or I think it's a bit inseparable, the material. Because certain materials behave a certain way, you have to, So generally, for example, when I'm drawing, say I'm drawing a new project for a slide. When I'm drawing, my mind, and maybe just based on experience, I'm thinking of all those things simultaneously. So I'm not drawing form for form's sake. I'm thinking about what method of production I would use, which means what kind of material I'd probably use, how somebody would be using it right now, and at the same time, even the color is in my mind too. White for me is this sort of freedom, emancipation. Pink for me is first of all, it's the only controversial color we have. And it's so gender specific. So I've been trying to break this for many years. But if you see today, even this last year in the fashion industry, everybody showed pink, right? For men, even for men, right? And I think it was Valentino or something, they painted, wasn't the whole runway, everything was all pink. I was always a strong child, so I kind of just don't ignore it all. I don't really care what people think. And I realized that I'm here on this planet for a very short time. I might as well just be who I really am and not try to be somebody I'm not. So I'm very sensitive to this, and I know slides move this way too, and they have to. It's a must for all of us. It's not even a question of trend or, should we, shouldn't we? We must.